Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast. For week commencing the 8th of September, your social situation and perhaps even your romantic one are very much spotlighted this week by influences. From last week, your ruling planet Venus continues to be in opposition with Neptune. Of course, this only started to occur last Sunday and it runs on to the middle of this week. Now, if you're really lucky, this can lead to a lifetime love. It can be that fantastic. But unfortunately, this aspect can also be one of deception, insofar as we think we can meet someone who seems like they're the bee's knees, but turns out to be anything but. So keeping a sense of reality when it comes to anyone new you meet is going to be essential. But you are given some support, because the Sun is actually forging a very stable link to Saturn in your sector of relationships. The Sun, however, is in a very gregarious area of your scope, encouraging you to be true to yourself and demonstrating the full range of your personality. But in that angle with Saturn, the way that you reach out to people can seem solid, it can seem credible, and it can mean that if you do get chatting to someone who really does excite you, and there is something there that's really tangible and real, then this could be a relationship that could stick around despite the rather alluring but sometimes deceptive influence of Neptune. Now, there is also a full moon at the start of this week, and if your romantic situation is not particularly resolved at the moment, but you're more focused in terms of friendships and activities, this suggests that maybe you need to apply some time management carefully throughout the rest of this week. But from Wednesday through to the end of the week, there's also an extraordinarily positive link between Uranus and Jupiter. Now, this could lead to a real stroke of good fortune, but it may come about in a way that you're really not expecting, and it could be linked to your family. Someone could tell you something that informs you in terms of your outlook in a very different way. On the other hand, perhaps you start reviewing the history of your situation with a new perspective as well. But it could be a slice of information which helps to open up your thinking in this kind of way. On the other hand, something you used to do could turn out to be more valuable in the here and now than you thought. This could come from an experience you previously had, from knowledge, but just as easily it could come from just growing your emotional outlook. Sometimes, being a Taurus, your greatest gift is your stability. Your weakness can be that you can be fearful about moving on from what you know, but this particular aspect asks you to be as open-minded as possible. And if you have been feeling a little bit restless, but finding it hard to pinpoint why, what you learn this week can actually really help you to see your situation with new clarity. Now, the angle formed between Saturn and the Sun can also be very good for business partnerships. So if you are talking to someone about some kind of idea you have, but you feel there may be an opportunity to be entrepreneurial, if you can both bring things to the party, perhaps different skills that complement one another, then it could be very good. Now, Mars moves out of your sector of relating after a 55-day journey at the very end of this week, and it moves into a deep and passionate one. And if you are lucky enough to be in a relationship where there is a degree of intimacy, the chances are the temperature is going to skyrocket over the next 60 days. But this move of Mars into this area can also give you a greater desire to improve your lot from a material viewpoint too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.